So, dear Dhamma practitioners, this is our ongoing meditation session. So be comfortable yourself and relax your body. And once we get connected with the other network, we're ready to start the session for today. Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take a few minutes for ourselves to understand how this meditation can help. So, when it comes to meditation, it is very important to know the technique we practice, because sometimes when the mind caught up its own comfort zone, it doesn't want to get out of it. And the mind itself can create some kind of mental thoughts and emotional walls, and we feel so comfortable there, and then we can't get out of it. And but we think, oh, I am meditating, I feel so good. But end of the day, there is no any development. There is no inner clarity. So the day by day, you just develop your comfort zone. Very danger is this. Whatever even in the material world or the physical world or the mental world, that whatever the comfort zone that you build up, what happened by the time, for the moment you feel good, but by the time the comfort zone start to shrink. So then what happens? Then you start to feel disappointment, unhappiness, sadness, worry, frustration. So maybe you think it happened because of something else. No, it happened because of your comfort zone start to shrink. And then by the time you look for something else, you look for something else. So then there is no end. You hold up to your comfortable feelings, and then you try to replace something again and again and again and again. Then it become a life, become a struggle. Otherwise, feeling comfort doesn't mean any bad, any wrong. So rather than settling down in the comfort zone, if you are capable to develop your awareness out of your tranquility state, by the time what happens, that your awareness will bring the recognition to you within your own inside and outside feelings. The inside and outside feelings mean mental and physical feelings. So then that recognition will help you to have a different kind of comfort, which is not going to shrink. It become more sustainable for yourself inside to develop day by day. And it's not going to depend on from the outside the environment or the situation. So that because of that, you build up more and more comfort and safety. So in that comfortable zone, day by day, it brings the awareness and it brings the clarity to your life. It brings the recognition to your life. So that will build up a strength and the power to move forward step by step rather than clinging to things. So with the emotions and with the feelings, when we build up a comfort zone, it always leads us to clinging to something, hold it to something. And what is the danger with that? It builds up the fear, anxiety, depression. And no one can help you unless you understand it. Maybe we go into different solutions, but still, it is very difficult for us to get out of it unless you have a very clear understanding, because it is an inbuilt systematic process that we go through with our own emotions and feelings. And it has power to go beyond the samsara, the life to life. So that's why we are in a very good position today. As human beings, you are capable to understand this and build up a very clear mental pattern inside you. Build up a very clear foundation for your life. And out of that foundation, if you are capable to maintain it day by day, then you will see by the time you gain some kind of result. So when it comes to that, how you build up it with your spiritual practice. So then you have to build up it continuously, That is the first thing. It is not a once a while. It is not a once a week. You do something 5 minutes, 10 minutes, once a week, 5-minute meditation doesn't make any sense. If you keep doing it's good, but still you have to develop it continuously. And then you have to make it more and more and more familiar with you. Maybe you start with the once a week and twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 5 times a week. And then the 7 days, maybe you start 5 minutes and then little bit 10 minutes, little bit 15 minutes. So like that you have to continuously to build up it. And then not only that, you have to add some power little by little. So that is important when it comes to mental practice, because sometimes we become so comfortable by the time we get used to practice, and then what happens, the mentally we become so lazy. Physically you will do it, but mentally you know how to do, I know what it is, and then you settle down it, and mentally you become sleepy, and mentally you become so weak, lazy. No, you have to add the strength, mental strength. As example, 5 minutes, and then increase the quality of that 5 minutes with your practice. And then you increase the duration, and at the same time you have to increase the quality of the mind. So that is something. So in that way you will see by the time with this meditation, and you start to recognize the very behavior of the body and mind. So that recognizing nature, that recognizing your own inner nature is the most important part. Because that when it comes to our day-to-day life, that with our perception, once it perceived to us that the important thing is the expression, then we try to make it with our mind, with our thoughts. When things happen, we always try to express it in a deeper and different ways. And one of the major important thing, maybe you don't see it with your inhalation, exhalation, that all the mental thoughts, the formations start to express it. So suddenly what will happen, your breathing becomes soft or heavy, longer or shorter, warm or cold, so kind of like that, it related to your mind sometimes. And as example, when you have heavy mind, you have heavy breathing. So like that, you recognize it. So with the practice meditation, observing the inhalation, exhalation, we access it in a different way also. So now you observe inhalation, exhalation, and by the time you recognize the very nature without interfering to it, independently you allow it to happen. And then by the time the mind slowly settles down. So that means the expression of your mind, little by little settle down, because we are always in a mood to express something, or underneath, more than anything, underneath, like clouds inside us, the mind always have the fear. The mind always has some kind of a struggle regarding our future. It's like a shadow. It's not there, but in our mind, with the cloud, we see that. That's how sometimes mind express things. And regarding tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and it's not there yet, but your mind already has something in you. You're regarding your future. From where it comes? Why you can't free your mind from that? As you know, it is not real, because as how we can see that? Look at our past. So whatever we thought, whatever that clouds, whatever that the cloudy mind brought to us didn't happen. We went through totally different things. And but still regarding tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, the idea of fear, uncertain, that always there and hold us kind of like come behind us like a shadow, and we always like to respond to that. But when you are with that fear, what happens in this very moment? You lose your present moment of environment. You don't see the things around you. So that's why this expression, you have to very clearly understand, because the mind has its own way of expression according to your past experience. And you go through many different ways. Sometimes people express it through loud voice, loud actions. And sometimes people become so silent. In many different ways, people express their own mind. So through meditation, you get access to understand it very clearly. You see it. Seeing it yourself is very important, because your actions means your mind. That's the thing. So then you will recognize from where this comes. Another thing is, when you go deeper into meditation, little by little, once you settle down, then you recognize another nature. The expression, if there is no way to express what happened, the mind is going to suppress things, hold back. And that once you hold back, it becomes some kind of energy, because it did not disappear, your mental energy. So hold back, the suppressed things inside you take so much energy. And that suppression bring the shadow regarding your future. That's how that shadow create, like clouds, unseen things. Whatever you suppress, come back. It come in a different ways. And sometimes ourselves, we can't suppress it. So then what happens? We get the help out of something. How, like, the chemical, we like the pharmaceutical product, maybe when people want to get a kind of like, get out of everything, they don't know how to do. They have some, tablets. And sometimes people get, go to alcohol, drugs. So these kind of things that all come as a result of this suppression nature. And another thing is, once you suppress, what happens? It starts to divert to something. It's not going to be there solid and wait. No, it starts to find another way. So we don't know in which way it's going to come out. But the thing is this, when it comes to that, whatever the thoughts that you suppress, and it can become a physical illness, disease, and some kind of mental behavior. And so maybe totally your character can crash. You become totally, kind of like a different person. And it kill you all the creativity in your mind. You just become kind of like a puppet, Just every day you just maintain your life. That's it. You eat, you sleep, talk and make phone calls and, text. Just ordinary lifestyle. But you think you good. Why? Because whatever the other people does, you also do the same thing. That is it. You just try to struggle to maintain that life to become like other people. That is the worst thing. But inside you crash. There as a person, as who you are, you don't bring anything out. So then that as a result of that, again and again and again, the diversion become your expression. What will happen then? You will do like what other people do. You like to do what other people do. When other people dance, you like to dance. When other people travel, you like to travel. When other people, sing, you like to sing. So your diversion not become creative, your diversion not become free, your diversion not become something very authentic to you. What happened? You always try to maintain like other people, then it become a more and more struggle. So when you become very clear with the practice, deeper in you, in the very beginning, you observe the inhalation, exhalation. That is where the very foundation you can find. Rather than interfering, rather than make anything happen the way you want, you start to observe it. That observation brings the ability to pace. So the facing to the moment is the challenge. It builds up the strength. That observing inhalation, exhalation means getting out of all other thoughts. If you are capable to face to the moment of experience, that is the strength, that is the ability, that is the mental skill that you need by the time or when you develop that ability for any situation in your life. You are capable to face for that. Rather than suppress it or rather than express it, divert it like ordinary people to maintain a kind of like a conventional life, you face it. Face for the situation. As all of you know, you need the strength, courage, wisdom. Maintaining a situation, no, you don't need that. You need only some kind of knowledge. That's what other people did. Then once you know that, and you can just maintain it. And sometimes people count it as the success. But our purpose is not maintaining this life. How far you have to maintain? So our purpose is understanding the reality and pace for that. And without depending from any kind of ideology, any kind of method, but according to as it is in that very moment, according to pacing for the situation, how it come to be as it is. So then you will see moment by moment, your life going to become different. And then you cannot put the identity on it. Oh, this life is like this. No, only the identity you can bring up the change. So once you are capable to stand for that, stand with that, go with that identity, you are not going to hold anything, name anything, clinging to things. Why? Because you know the moment by moment change. Only you develop the awareness. So that is the power that you build up. So through practice, through observing your inhalation, exhalation, it brings the deeper understanding. So in the beginning, you will recognize when the thoughts come, when the thoughts change. What happened? The breathing start to change. And not only the breathing, by the time you will recognize this, the bioelectricity, the body, the feelings can change because of your thoughts. So once you analyze it, rather than go into it, you detach from that. You stay away from it and allow it to settle down itself. So in that way, your body, mind, breathing settle down to certain level and all together. And that is why you reach to the tranquility state. From that tranquility state, you are capable to go a little bit more deeper to understand how things come to be as they are. So that is the mechanism, and that is the very purpose out of this practice. That is the benefit that you get. So let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left hand, neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Swapatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved to wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times, please, and find the sensation. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself, and do nothing extra. So the sensation, just recognize it. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all six directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, to spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavatacha sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhamma nu dhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Addaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadhi maranam ha paribunjisami Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bliss.